velocity lineup like this today. Nigel Adkins makes one change. Mark Pugh dropping out of the side altogether, with Dan Batty coming into the midfield. So Jackson Irvine, we expect, maybe pushed further into the number 10 role. John Terrell fills the place occupied by Dan Batty on the substitutes bench. Evandro doesn't get the start that he probably wanted, but he can make a claim from the bench. Fraser Campbell, of course, a notable man, and the only man to play in the famous fixture 11 seasons ago here at the Hawthorns. From one side of the pitch to the other then for Dwight Gale. Again, trying to get the ball as dry as possible to launch it in. Marshall comes and gathers pretty comfortably, and a good piece of distribution to pick out Grzycki. Ball almost stepping over the touchline, but from one end to the other, Grzycki tries to feed it through, and Bowen is there, but good defending from Holgate. He had to make that challenge, but how quickly did the Tigers get from one end of the pitch to the other with very minimal effort? Long throw from Marshall, and because of the lack of numbers coming back for West Brom, the threaded through ball almost picked out Bowen. As Grzycki swings it in, punched by Johnston. Now with Batty. Batty digs out across. Grzycki manages to keep it in play. Rhys Burke on crossing duties. Beautiful shot, but just over the top by Jarrod Bowen. For a minute, it looked as though it could potentially dip in. But what about that for a first-time effort? A very strange angle. He's done so well to wrap his left foot around that one and get such a clean contact. For the first time this afternoon in a pretty quiet Hawthorns, it is Bowen. Real melee. Grzycki strikes, but it angles wide off the target. Two really good chances then for the Tigers from both wingers. Jordi Device throwing his head at the ball as well, trying to get a connection. Grzycki there just slicing it wide off the target. Maybe a just partially cleaner connection. Could have been sitting in the top right-hand corner. And again, West Brom repel. Now with Lehigh. Looking to work it wide, comes off Bowen. It is now hooked towards Rhys Burke, who has a go. And the same result as both Bowen and Grzycki. Sliced to the right-hand side, wide of the target. But Hull getting chances away here. Adebayo moving it inside to find Johansson. Hal Robson-Kanu now finds Harper. Through traffic, Johansson, but it's a good save from Marshall. If Johansson hit it harder with that sort of accuracy and swerve, we could have been looking at 1-0, but West Brom, after 38 minutes, have made Marshall work there from a shot. And that's a good ball played up towards Dwight Gale. He's got Holgate in support. West Brom in and out of the penalty area. Cross supplied over towards the back post. West Brom are in front. It's a good finish from Kieran Gibbs. He's come up with the goal to make it 1-0. Ball swinging over to the left-hand side of the penalty area. West Brom really have not been at their best by any stretch of the imagination, but they find themselves in front here. And that is a real blow for the Tigers, who have, for the majority of this first half, kept out the top scorers in the league. It will be Grzycki's delivery. In it comes. Jordi Device is there, but it's not the cleanest of connections. It will be kept in by Campbell, who digs out across himself. Rhys Burke has stayed down here as Stewart tries to get it back in. Lehigh's header. Rhys Burke still lying on the ground as West Brom here continue to move themselves forward. Rhys Burke is slowly trying to get to his feet, away to our right-hand side. Lehigh pokes it through towards Irvine. Tigers are going to carry on their way here. Batty. It's now across to Todd Kane. Kane's going to have a go! And he's picked it up beautifully! Todd Kane, what a finish that is! That was unexpected, but it was absolutely fantastic from the fullback. That was driven hard. Absolutely unbelievable finish. The Tigers deciding with Rhysberg down to carry on the quest for an equaliser. He had space and he's just done that. That has zipped past Sam Johnston. What a reply in the opening stages of the second half. And Todd Kane has come up with it. Two fullbacks who very rarely score are on the score sheet. Delivered well, looking for the head of Bartley. This will be brought down by Jackson Irvine, who sets his sights on playing it upfield, and Bowen is the man to receive it. It's Bowen here running at the West Brom defence. Bowen into the box, gets his shot away, saved by Johnston, and pushed into an area just about defendable for West Brom. And then the ball cannons off Batty, and out of play it goes for a throw-in. Great chance again. Bowen, so confident in his dribbling, may have just waited one stride too many there, because the West Brom defence closed down the angles. Batty managing to jump ahead of Johansson. Good intervention from Campbell, and even better little touch by Campbell. Wide it goes to Grzycki. They're piling forward here, the Tigers. Grzycki needs to deliver something special. It pops to Irvine. Now Batty worked wide. Campbell maybe. Good tackle comes in. That was a necessary challenge. Campbell had just about got goal side and was ready to pull the trigger. Irvine and now Campbell. Tigers are inspired here to keep on attacking. Same sort of mindset as at the Riverside. It's Kane who delivers, and he's done it again! He has done it again! That time maybe more fortunate, but do we care? I don't think so. Just shy of an hour, it's West Brom 1, Hull City 2. Scenes of delight in the away end, and this is why. Campbell holding it up for as long as possible, and then Irvine just gave it to Kane, who had his sights on the box. In it came, and Johnston caught out. All season he's only scored once, and now he's gone and got two in one day. The first man to get a brace at the Hawthorns in Hull City colours since John Hawley in 1974, and you would never have had that man to get both of them, but he has done. Smiles for him, smiles for everyone in black and amber. An hour gone, the Tigers have turned it around. It's 2-1 to Hull City. Harper, wide it goes from West Brom. They've put in a good ball, but it's well defended by Jordi de Wijs. McKenzie was there too. They've got a corner here. Swung in. Oh, it's going to go in, and it is! 2-2. The goal is given. There's no real complaints about that one. Dwight Gale picks the ball up and heads back to the halfway line. He's now the top scorer for West Bromwich Albion, and is their highest goal scorer in a season since Bobby Taylor in 1990. Gale getting in the right position. Marshall there, nowhere near it. It was a good leap from Dawson. It pulled Marshall completely out of the equation. He was in an area where he could not leap, and the Tigers have been pegged back. It's 2-2, and the goals are now flowing at the Hawthorns. Looks to arrow it wide across to Phillips. He sets his sights on the box, and it's turned behind. It will be a goal kick again. Dwight Gale trying to get right in on the act once more. West Brom having a spell here, just where they want to try and get the ball forward. Both sides going hammer and tong now to try and get that winner. For West Brom to seal a place in the playoffs, for Hull to close the gap. In comes the ball again! West Brom have scored! A dagger through the hearts of anyone in black and amber. The celebrations are very muted from West Brom. But for the Tigers fans at the other end, it's almost a catastrophe. And Dwight Gale has scored again. He's managed to find himself in the 6-yard box. And for all the hard work the Tigers have put in this second half, it has been undone. The cross coming in, Marshall couldn't judge it. And that left Dwight Gale to get number 23. Phillips. Now Bartley into the path of Murphy. Gibbs has carried on his run. This could be the final blow. Shot comes in, cleared away by Lehigh. And Peter Banks might just blow his whistle for full time. There it is. It is all over. West Bromwich Albion are into the playoffs with victory. They've won by 3-2. Dwight Gale with the say in the second half, being able to score twice, both from pretty much point-blank range. Jared Bowen, Jackson Irvine sink to their knees. It has been a brave effort from the Tigers. Todd Kane with 2 goals to give the Tigers some real hope in this fixture. But West Bromwich Albion in the end have come out on top. Final score here at the Hawthorns: West Bromwich Albion 3, Hull City 2.